In the bustling heart of Victorian London, the atmosphere was thick with the smell of coal and the clamor of industry. It was the year 1885, but not the 1885 known to our history books. In this world, the steam-driven ambitions of mortals had taken a different turn. The ingenuity of Charles Babbage had brought forth the analytical engine nearly 5 decades earlier than in our timeline. With this advancement, the British Empire had accelerated its technological prowess to new, dizzying heights. Queen Victoria, ever the patron of science, had fostered an age where steam-powered carriages lined the streets and towering automata manned the factories. Among the beaming pride of an empire, there lay hidden a bubbling undercurrent of dissent. The working class, whose toils had been replaced by clockwork and steam, teetered on the brink of destitution. The disparity between the affluent and the impoverished was stark, with the rich basking in the glow of progress while the poor languished in their shadow. Enter Eleanor Hargreaves, a young, sharp-minded woman from the squalid depths of London's East End. Her father, once a skilled clockmaker, had found himself obsolete in this new mechanical age. Eleanor, with her keen intellect and a heart full of fervor, saw the injustice that this progress had wrought. She had grown weary of the steam-filled breaths she took each day, and the sight of children as young as she, trudging through the soot-laden streets, their youth wasted in the dark corners of factories. Using her clandestine knowledge of mechanics and engineering, skills she gleaned under her father's tutelage, Eleanor began to sow the seeds of what would later be known as the Clockwork Rebellion. By night, she convened with like-minded individuals, all victims of the empire's merciless advance. Together, they plotted to upheave the societal norms that had left many in destitution. Their plan was audacious and fraught with peril. They would engineer a grand sabotage that would stall the ceaseless gears of London's industry, if only for a moment, to make their plight impossible to ignore. The group worked tirelessly, forging alliances with disgruntled factory workers and disillusioned scientists. As the planned day of disruption drew near, tensions soared. The city was rife with whispers of upheaval, stirring unease among the elite and hope among the downtrodden. On a fog-laden morning, Eleanor and her cohorts executed their plan. Clockwork devices, intricately designed to jam machinery and override automata, were covertly installed in factories across London. At the stroke of noon, a symphony of whirs and clicks resounded as the devices sprang to life. The city ground to a halt, the machines stopped, and silence, an alien concept in the industrial hub, fell over London. The impact was immediate. The elite, shaken by the halt in their comforts, were forced to take heed. Riots broke out, with the police struggling to maintain order. Yet amidst the chaos, there was a profound shift. The silenced voices found strength in their unity, rallying under Eleanor's discreet leadership. The Clockwork Rebellion did not last long, but its effects were lasting. In the weeks that followed, the government, fearful of another shutdown, negotiated terms to improve working conditions and initiated programs aimed at educating the displaced workforce. Eleanor, her identity as the rebellion's mastermind still a secret, watched as the seeds she had planted began to sprout hope among the masses. Years later, the world of 1885 remembered the day machinery faltered and humanity took a bold step toward equality. Eleanor continued her work from the shadows, forever a guardian angel to the working class, her spirit as indomitable as the steam engines that powered the empire. And so, in a parallel 1885, the wheels of progress turned not just for technology, but for humanity itself.